Hello. Me and my 5 brain cells, we're having a good time. Well, not the best of times, because my 5 brain cells have been working really hard. And that's because I've been working on a bunch of huge equations to figure out what pi is to an absurd degree. Also, I've been trying to, you know, get this lore to work here. Because, there's one thing that you gotta do that's very clickbaity. It's slapping lore into things where lore probably shouldn't be to begin with. But, what are you gonna do? First of all, with the lore of the Mies, because, yes, there is lore of Mies. You would never believe it, but that's because you don't have the Mii channel. You don't have the right Miis on your Mii channel. First of all, we've got the favorites, and due to pure nepotism, it's just family. There's me. Apparently someone named Jacob made me. I don't know who that is. There's Isaiah, or Isaiah. That just sounds boring. Happy Eli. Whoever this is. Oh yes, and Mother. And Sam, who is apparently omnipotent and created themselves, which is a paradox that I do not wish to mess with. They survived the purge. Agent C has been tracking down Hitman A. He is the last of the 26 agents and 26 canonical agents. Arson Boy, and it's an inside joke. Just know that he's the leading cause of all arson in the plaza. Buff Justin, don't mess with him. He'll make your neck have more things in common than with a crumpled up piece of paper than any cylindrical device. Cylindrical objects. And then we got Chad. No one messes with Chad. Not because he's gonna hurt them, but because he's just a fun guy.
No, Chad?
You don't want to mess with him. He's a nice guy.
Okay, Chad, with that cut, look at that cut, man.
Look at this, man.
He has drip from top to bottom.
Chad is the guy who can get into a conversation with two people who hate each other and talk to both of them at the same time. Happily. Like, two people could be yelling at each other about how they're screwing each other over. Chad will walk up and have a kind conversation with the both of them, and they instantly are happy. That's the energy of Chad. He's just pure positivity, and it's
Chad is just.
And then there's Devin, the self-proclaimed inventor of ice cream, and according to Cyrus, he is a devourer of souls. And the person who strikes fear in the eyes of death. Oh, and then there's Felix. He's a gamer. Oh, what else is there on the purge? These people will be explained later, but this is sibling of Rich Fred, mother of Rich Fred. Rich Fred has shunned her. I am not small, but he is small. Hitman A, he's been the agents have been tracking him down since the mid-40s. Apparently he went from where he was to on the Wii. Yeah, I wish there was a joke to make here, but I can't think of any. And then Harry Radical. That is not a P. That is actually the Greek letter rho. And I can prove it. The proof is it's up. Anyways, I can't make that joke. In good conscience. And then these two are two other Mies who have survived the purge. Because literally all the Mies here that are in some way special is literally from me taking Mies on here that were just garbage spam letters everywhere, and then altering them to be actual characters. Such as this guy. This guy was literally made as a joke. Gargamel. I don't even think I spelt it right. And then J. Or is it Gya? Maybe it's Ya. It's Ya. And then we got Fred. Another sibling of Fred. Fred Sr. Fred Jr. Someone who survived the purge. This guy, I should update that guy. And then Jerry. That one, Luigi. He's a gamer. Jerry is the local literal. You know, there's that one guy out there who seems really dumb but knows a shiz ton about the things that they do know. Like you know, they won't spend a second. You're not gonna expect them to understand quantum mechanics, but the second you hear them talking about something, you know that they're instantly more of an expert in that field than you. That's what Jerry is. Oh, and then there's Momo. From YouTube Kids to Inside My Wii. And then there's Mrs. Fred. You know, wife of Fred. And then there's Princess. They claim to be a princess of a far-off land, but according to them, their kingdom goes to a different school. Add to the fact that she is also broke, and you kind of have the feeling that she's lying. Of course, these suspicions have never been proven. It's just that they've never been disproven. Despite the fact that people have been asking for proof that she's a princess this whole time, but she's never given it. So people like to think she's a fraud, but she claims that she's not. It's quite a predicament. Oh, and then there's Rich Fred. He makes a business by selling those sick red glasses. And so anyways, we've got Samantha, who was replaced by Sam. You see, Samantha was, you know, the original version, but then Sam is kind of Samantha, but more mature and grown up and changed. It's like an evolution, Pokemon evolution. Your Samantha is evolving. Boom, you got yourself a Sam. And then we got Small Jerry. Now, imagine Jerry's younger sibling. That's what Small Jerry is. Not much more to it. And then we got Susaw. Yeah, apparently Susaw is an undead person who's just out for blood, just cutting people with saws. And then we got William Ah. And then War Crimes. And Voldemort. Yeah, you know the thing where people pronounce a W as a V? It's that thing but in reverse, according to this guy. Some more people who survived the Purge. And then there's Cyrus, the only person who was able to maintain eye contact, direct eye contact, with Devin, like staring contest, for more than 10 seconds without immediately convulsing and puking blood. However, he can only speak in reverse, which means whenever he starts speaking, you need to have a tape recorder to record what he's saying, play it backwards, and hear what he's said. Normally in rhyme, and normally in some random language. One time he said something, and I was like, what the heck are you talking about? I played it back, and I was like, oh, right. It's ancient Japanese, except some words are replaced with words from like the Mayan. And it's like, okay, cool. That makes sense. Susan, your local Karen. However, Devin managed to convince her that on the rating app for rating the plaza's services, to rate the ice cream truck with a 6 out of 5 star rating. And ever since, the system has been broken, and Devin's ice cream place is now the only place you can go and give a 6 out of 5 star rating. So despite the fact that Rich Fred in his memoir said that he's got the most respectable business, in the plaza, he is still stuck at a 3.5 star rating, while Devin is sitting here with a 5.9. Look at those eyes. Actually, don't look at them for too long. You'll eat your soul. So yeah. Also, Luigi, big gamer. Him and Felix, they've said about talking. They've started making a podcast. I was actually there once, and I was like, oh man, that's cool. That's amazing. But apparently they didn't have enough controllers for the three of us to play Super Smash Brothers. Because they're playing the only Smash Brothers that can actually be played competitively, apparently, according to Felix, that being Melee, which, I mean, I don't blame him. I mean, when you go from that fast-paced nature, you're not ever gonna go back, so, fair enough. I'm more of a for you type of guy, but yeah. I am definitely going to expand the Miis. I'm going to add some more Miis. Don't worry. Now let's stare into his eyes as I... if you like this video, leave a like. And maybe leave a comment explaining what exactly you liked about this video. And seriously, please tell me, what is the major defect in your body that makes you think this is a good video? And also, if you just so happen to hate this video, leave a dislike, or maybe leave 2. I don't know. Use your alt account. I don't know. And leave comments explaining why it's a horrible video. Sorry, I gotta go yell at the background audio. Can you stop? Told you in the last version. Okay. If you hate this video, leave a dislike with all of your accounts, even your cousin's account that you somehow remember the password and username to. And shockingly, they haven't changed it in the past 5 years. Yeah, use that one to leave a dislike and whatnot. And leave comments explaining why this video is so atrocious, horrible, and should never be watched. Which makes no sense because it's in the No, don't think about that. It helps me to grow, and I will take literally any insult you take, even if it's directed to me personally, as a way for me to grow my channel, no matter how toxic it is. I hope you accept the challenge. And if you want to watch more content from me, first of all, what's wrong with you? And second of all, subscribe. And if you actually want to be notified for when this happens, because Lord knows I can't stay consistent, so you're gonna need to be notified. Ring that bell. Do it. Ring the bell. Ring the bell, I dare you. But yeah. That's the end of the video. See ya, bye.